You gotta stay on the side. You gotta stay on the side. Yeah. Oh, that's no, it's good. Oh, you ladies. A little bit. Sorry. Y'all right on the camera.
Sure, I'm sorry,
yes,
sir.
I'm sorry.
Leave that. Put your hat on.
Right now. Me. Vivo.
I know, but that chin ain't that true.
Watch it.
Turn around.
My God. My God. No team?
It's okay, that's fine. Snap one.
Smile, baby. Dale.
Hi.
Hi, man.
What's going on? How are you?
And all that, you know.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to invite Zonil Johnson to the stage to perform the Star Spangled Banner. Can you see would send bright stars through the perilous fire. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly sleeping, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Stop right there.
Into that night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Can we give them a round of applause, please, for Zanil? And thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh.
Esteemed class of 2022, parents, family members, faculty, staff, Board of Education representatives, and district administration, welcome to the 144th commencement ceremony of Mount Vernon High School. On behalf of the entire Mount Vernon High School community, congratulations, class of 2022. I'm so excited and proud for you. You made it. Yes, they did. Ceremonies like today are important as we are gathered here to celebrate you, class of 2022. Graduations are a collaborative and collective effort. Very quickly, I'd like us to give a quick round of applause for everyone who's involved in the planning of graduation 2022. Thank you. Class of 2022, as you reflect on your last 4 years, remember that these years were unlike any other high school experience that came before it. You have persevered through a global pandemic, 18 months of remote instruction, social distancing, wearing masks, maybe losing someone you care about, and trying to comprehend the collapsing world around you while you tried to focus at school. There were some upsides. You learned new skills, staring at a computer screen for hours on end, how to quarantine, and how to wash your hands while singing happy birthday 2 times. You also learned some new vocabulary, N95, vaccination, and maybe some Greek, Omicron, Delta. But here you sit. You made it. You have steadily persevered, persisted, and gained power despite difficulties, obstacles, and discouragement. It is your ability to persevere that has served you and will serve you as you move forward into your future. You will achieve anything you want to achieve in your life if you believe that it's what you can do. That is what perseverance is, and you've already excelled at it. You are ready. You are prepared. You are responsible. Responsible for following your heart, your dreams, your aspirations, and nurturing and providing yourself and your family a meaningful life. And now, you need to ask yourself, who do you want to be? According to researcher Alfred Bandera, your ability to believe that you can accomplish a complex task directly impacts your ability to complete the task. Or simply put, as said by Napoleon Hill, if your mind can conceive it and you believe it, you can achieve it. Who you want to be is entirely up to you. Do you want to be an activist? Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be a voice for the voiceless? If you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. As I look out at the class of 2022, I see nothing but potential and possibilities. How you manifest that potential is up to you, but I hope and wish that you find the path in life that brings you joy, that allows you to live a purpose-filled life. I would like to encourage you to channel your efforts and interests to give back to your community. Do you want to start your own restaurant? Do you want to open a hair salon or barbershop? Open it in Mount Vernon. Do you want to start a shoe design business? Become a teacher or a mathematician? Collaborate with the community you came from so you can inspire other community members to conceive it, believe it, and achieve it. Will you become a professional athlete? Build and develop a multinational corporation? I hope so. After you experience this level of success, please give back to your community because your community needs you. Although you may leave Mount Vernon will never leave you. Remember that you are a Mount Vernon Knight. You are inquisitive, knowledge-seeking, compassionate, and principled. You are self-driven agents of change, and you are limitless. So class of 2022, who do you want to be? Thank you. It is now my privilege to introduce the Mayor of Mount Vernon, the Honorable Mayor Sean Patterson Howard.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can we do it one more time? Good morning. Good morning. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Can we give a round of applause for our incredible and amazing graduates? We are here to celebrate this morning. I know it is hot. I know it is sunny, and some of you are getting tans and some are getting sunburned, but we are here for this amazing celebration. And our young people, to the graduation class of 2022, congratulations. You have made it through some tumultuous times, but this is your day, and today we celebrate you. To our principal, Dr. Gonzalez, to our superintendent of schools, Dr. Bennett Conroy, to our trustees, to our administrators, to our teachers, to our security guards, our lunch monitors, our teachers' assistants, congratulations. You had a role in doing this as well. Can we give them a round of applause? And to mom, dad, auntie, uncle, cousin, friend, grandmama. I know some came up from North Carolina and Virginia. To little brothers and sisters and Army recruiters, college recruiters, and athletic recruiters. Congratulations. Today, we celebrate you. Students, please celebrate your families. So we are here because you have pressed through, you have persevered, you have been consistent, insistent, and today we celebrate your graduation day. These past 4 years we know have not been easy. And all of us as adults, as if we tell the truth, we know that our 4 years in high school were not always the easiest, and they were not always done with grace and style. I am a proud 1986 graduate of Mount Vernon High School, so I am a knight. I walked the same halls you walked, I cut in some of the same halls you cut in, and I hung out in some of the same places with my friends. And I'm here to say that what you've accomplished, especially in a time of COVID, when you had to go to school on Zoom, when you weren't able to be in the classrooms, the cafeteria, the courtyard, and hanging in the cut with your friends and finding encouragement was very difficult. But you have made it. You have made it. You have made it with the support of your family, your friends, your teachers, and everyone who I thanked earlier. So again, congratulations. I want to just drop a few pearls of wisdom around leadership and some key characteristics that I found to be very important in my life and as I help develop leaders and people who are going through different times. And I call them my 5 or maybe 6 C's. I don't know how many of them there are right now. So the first one is competency. Competency is about developing your abilities, your skills, your passion, knowing that you are competent, that you stand ready to conquer whatever you need to conquer. The next thing that you're working on, and you're getting one of them today, are your credentials. You're getting your high school diploma. Some of you are getting your IB diploma. Congratulations, because that means a lot. You have continued to excel. You have worked hard. Many of you will go on to college, to vocational school, going and participating in technical programs and getting certificates, participating in the military, where you will earn another set of credentials. Please know that the credentials that you earn will be the key that unlocks the doors that many will try to keep closed against you. Credentials are very important. It took me 12 years to go back and get my master's degree. Why? Because I was busy being a mother and taking care of my mother and my grandmother. But if I'm gonna be honest, the biggest thing that caused me a 12-year pause is because I'm dyslexic. Because I have processing issues. Because I have an IEP and a 504. And I didn't always know how to ask for help. When I asked for help, people said, no, you don't have a challenge. You speak really well. But some of our challenges are not always very apparent. It's not always something you can see from the outside. And so that taught me to be quiet about my struggle and just find ways around it. So it took me 12 years to gain the confidence to go back to get my master's degree. And I didn't do it until I was signing letters for students from Mount Vernon High School to pursue their master's degrees. Students that I had mentored. I said, if I could write a letter of recommendation and it can be considered to help you get your master's degree, then my God, I need to step up to the curb and step up to the line and pursue mine. And so it was my students, my mentees, that really taught me how to forge ahead and face some of my challenges, my fears and the obstacles to seek my next level of credentials. They said, you never want anyone to say you can't get the job because you don't have the proper degree or the level of education or certification. So do that for yourself. The next one that I'm going to say is commitment. Commitment is very important. You have to be committed to your success, to your future, to your happiness. You have to write down your goals, get a mentor, someone who is going to help you stay accountable to yourself, and dig in and be committed. It is not easy. When I decided to run for mayor, I had to get double knee replacement. So walking and knocking on doors and doing things like that were painful every day. But I persevered and I pushed through. I cried every day when I went home because my knees were in pain, my legs were swollen, and I didn't know if I could do it another day. But I knew that I wanted to do this not for me, but for my community. And so I had to be committed to the goal that I set. No one could do it more than I could do me. So I promise you, the more commitment that you show to your success, the more people will be committed to your success. Everyone wants to see you succeed, but no one is going to work harder than you're willing to work for yourself. The next one that you have to have is character. And character is who you are when no one is watching. Do you have integrity? Do you have good discipline? Do you have a strong work ethic? Are you honest? Are you respectful? Because character will open doors or keep you in places that your credentials won't keep you in. Credentials by themselves are important, but character takes you to the next level. It separates those who are working from those who are leading. Character is important. When you have strong character, people will be willing to follow you. They'll be willing to work hard with you and for you. So character is very important. The next thing that you have to have is you have to have courage. Courage. Courage to speak the truth. Courage to stand even when you're standing by yourself. Courage to speak loud when your knees are trembling. Courage to stand when you know you've just walked outside of a room crying and praying and wiping your face and praying that your voice doesn't crack when you're speaking truth. Courage to understand that if no one will stand with you, you still have to be committed to your convictions. Not everyone has courage. Sometimes you have to be the voice for those who can't speak for themselves. We've seen bullying, we've seen people torn down on social media. We see our friends connecting with people that we know are not necessarily good for them. And so if you have a friend, you have to be willing to speak truth to your friend. And if they're really your friend, it won't break your friendship up. It will strengthen your friendship because they know at least you cared enough to put your friendship on the line to tell them the truth. Because not everyone will tell you the truth. Do not surround yourself with yes men and people like that. Surround yourself with people who will tell you no and will keep you on the right path. Those are true friends. Value your true friends, your squad, your tribe, your crew, your set. Everyone does not earn entry into your crew. It's important. That'll separate you from success and failure. For your parents, for your family, please, even though you're getting older, keep them close to your heart. They have your best interests in mind. They absolutely do. And when I went away to college, my mother told me a lot of things. I went to Howard University in DC, and my first semester was a hot ghetto mess. It was, because I got down there and I thought I was grown and I wanted to party and do things. But after that, I woke up because they told us, look to the left of you and look to the right of you. By the end of your freshman year, one of these people will not be here because they will not have focused. And I did not want to be one of those people. And so I got it together. And I got the help I needed, and I got my friends around me, and there was not a semester after that that I got less than a A- in any of my classes, even with my dyslexia, because I put in the work in. You gotta get up early, you gotta stay up late, you have to grind and do what you gotta do. So do it. Please continue to lift your voice. When you go off to college or wherever you're going, please come back to Mount Vernon and give us some love. Please come back to Mount Vernon and share your skills. Please come and commit and help us turn our community around, because what we're doing today is for you, and what you do tomorrow will be for our future. So thank you very much. Have a safe summer. Please have a safe summer. Have a safe summer. Stay away from the drama, stay away from the trauma, listen to your mama, and do what you gotta do. Love you all.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Erica Naughton, the Assistant Principal for Curriculum and Instruction here at Mount Vernon High School, and it is an honor and a privilege to introduce to you today our Mount Vernon High School class of 2022 Salutatorian. Good morning to our cabinet, to our special guests, our mayor, and our principal, most of all, our families and friends that are in the audience to celebrate our graduates. So Nicolette Zafudo, also known affectionately as Nico, has grown from a studious ninth grader to a self-assured senior, a leader and a role model for other students within our school community. Her smile has only gotten bigger over the years. She brings joy to her work and to all of those around her. Nicolette has consistently demonstrated maturity in dealing with her peers. She strives for the best and encourages others to do the same. She is a courageous and balanced individual. She is a thoughtful and thorough writer. Nicolette is an IB course candidate, the captain of the girls' varsity volleyball team, and a Destination College CUNY Scholar. Yes, clap, those are all great achievements. She has grown to meet the challenges before her, some academic and some personal. Nicolette is an entrepreneur. starting her own sneaker personalization business, where her clients are across the United States and Canada. She is an excellent student and a wonderful person whose self-awareness, presence, and has wisdom beyond her years. Nicolette will be attending Iona College in the fall, where she will study business administration. Please join me in welcoming Mount Vernon High School's class of 2022 salutatorian, Nicolette Zafudo.
Good morning, Superintendent Dr. Bennett Conroy, Principal Gonzalez, Board Trustees, parents, families, and other distinguished guests. My name is Nicolette Zafudo, and I'm the salutatorian of class of 2022, Mount Vernon High School. I have been a part of the Mount Vernon City School District since pre-K. I am a member of the National Honor Society, Chapter 95. Thank you. As many of you know, I am also an entrepreneur and owner of Customs by Nico. I am honored to be speaking to you all as the class of 2022 prepares our next chapter in life. First off, I would like to take a moment to thank and acknowledge those who have helped myself and many others throughout our high school careers. My amazing guidance counselor, Ms. Williams, Ms. Linda and Ms. Suzanne with Destination College, my teachers, Ms. Torres, Mr. O, Ms. Delaporte, Ms. Dupree, Ms. O'Donnell, and Mr. Greshes. Friends, and of course, my parents and little sister. Thank you for being there for me when I needed you all most. When Ms. Williams first told me I was salutatorian, I felt very proud of myself. I felt like all of my hard work over the past 4 years finally paid off. Then, about 12 seconds later, I realized I had to write the speech. That proud moment soon turned into, why did I do this to myself? I gave myself one more assignment to procrastinate before graduation. I would like to talk about the concept of dreams. Dreams affect our realities. We all have dreams. We have them when we put ourselves to sleep. We have them when we think about our future. Dreams are such a common thing, yet so overlooked. Our peers often talk about their dreams, whether it's going off to college, starting their own businesses, or even traveling to a different place. No matter what your dreams are, do not give up on them. As I continue, I would like for you to think of your dreams, of the dreams you wish to achieve, and how you will make them achievable. As great as dreams are to have, they can also be scary, nightmares. Have you ever had the feeling of falling in your sleep? This feeling can be similar to that of the feelings we have been experiencing over the past few years. I think I can speak for most of us when I say it feels like we have been living in a nightmare. The COVID-19 pandemic had such a detrimental impact on our mental health. The devastating loss our community has experienced, the multiple acts of violence not only in our community, but the world we live in. It can feel like the world is spinning out of our control. We all have experienced fear and anxiety when it comes to facing our challenges about our future, and these events do not help to ease these feelings. But that is what makes us human. Without our dreams and nightmares, we would not be able to create our own realities in which we can't control. It is okay to not be okay, but it is important to learn how to manage these overwhelming emotions. As J. Cole once said, to appreciate the sun, you gotta know what rain is. Mount Vernon High School implemented the International Baccalaureate program into our school, making the class of 2022 the first Mount Vernon High School class to have an IB cohort. I am very proud to be a part of this and proud of all my IB classmates. We barely made it through these past 2 years. Our athletics department had several successes this year. Shout out to basketball and track. Mount Vernon is no stranger to coming together as a community, and the High supports this idea completely. I was lucky to have been able to help out and put together a student-run holiday closet in which we were able to give out hundreds of clothing, toiletry, and toy donations to our community. This act of service soon inspired another Mount Vernon High School boutique ran by Ms. Juicy and others. Many of my classmates have explored their creativity and started their own businesses like myself. There are a number of clothing brands, cosmetologists, and catering businesses that came from the entrepreneurial minds of Mount Vernon High School students. I am grateful for the success my business, Customs by Nico, has experienced over the past 2 years, and thankful for those who have ordered custom shoes from me. Instead of associating dreams with figments of your imagination, let's work towards achieving them regardless of how impossible they may seem. No matter how small or how far-fetched your dreams may seem, they are only as achievable as you make them out to be. You have the power to control your life. You have the power to control your conscience. You have the power to reach your dreams and achieve your aspirations. Once you learn to overcome your mind, you will benefit yourself and the people around you. Congratulations to the Mount Vernon High School class of 2022, and I wish nothing but the best for all of us. Thank you. I would now like to welcome Acting Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Bennett Conroy.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Principal Gonzalez, for that heartwarming introduction, and also to the Salutatorian. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the senior advisors who worked so tirelessly in preparing and executing all the senior advisor activities, including our ceremony today. I also would like to thank all the guests who are here, especially those who are in the stage area, for coming out and to celebrate with our students today. Why you? And this is for the graduates. Please ask yourself the question, why me? Why you? Because there is no one better. Why now? Because tomorrow is not soon enough. And this was said by Donald Brazil. Dear graduating class of 2022, your parents, family members, teachers, and myself have come here this morning to celebrate the many achievements that you have accomplished during your years here at Mount Vernon High School. To this point, you have celebrated many victories and milestones, basketball champions, prom, sports, academic awards night, and far too many to mention. You have also traversed many obstacles on your journey: COVID, pandemic, and circumstances beyond what anyone could have ever begun to imagine. Yet through it all, you championed through the storms with your shields up, and together have come to the ultimate milestone in your pre-college careers. In my opening statement, you heard me read a quote from NAACP Image Award winner Donna Brazil. She asked the question, why you? Her answer echoes what I feel and know in my heart as your superintendent, because there is no one better. You have heard in your classes about needing to know that the why is and needing to have growth mindset to be college and career ready. My dear scholars, you are the reason myself, your teachers, counselors, and administrators have done so much in preparing you to be the forever knights, leading the charge in creating your academic path to a four-year college, career, vocational school, or certificate program. During these few years of your journey, I encourage you to remain consistent in holding fast to your dream, as tomorrow is not soon enough. Strive to always maintain that sense of urgency in prioritizing and balancing your academics, work, and extracurricular activities. Stay true to your core values and have enabled and empowered you to grow into the exceptional young women and men you are today. According to Nelson Mandela, there is no passion to be found in playing small. I'm going to repeat this. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Nelson Mandela's words should be a lasting reminder to you that there is nothing, no dream, no ambition, no goal set that is out of your reach. Always aim high and maintain a work ethic both academically and professionally, and the fruits of your labor shall be limitless abundance. We all know that the road ahead may be paved with some indifference. There will be challenges and temptations that will try to have you step off your path or deflect from your dreams. Do not let the challenges get the better of you. Instead, step ahead and into the challenges and conquer the obstacles. Continue onward in pursuit of your life's ambition. You have overcome so much adversity and change in just the school year alone, and in the end have made it to this moment of academic achievement. In conclusion, to the class of 2022, it is time to celebrate and embrace the next journey. You are about to enter the most exciting time in your lives. I challenge you to not let yourselves be defined by the preconceived notions of an indifferent and narrow-minded society. I challenge you to always be forward thinkers, leaders, dreamers, believers, game changers, and playmakers, charting a course in this world that will leave others remarking to themselves, because there is no one better than you. Mount Vernon class of 2022, we are and will always be your biggest fans, rooting you on to success. Know that you take all your hopes, our hopes and good wishes with you. And in closing, I wish all of you a multitude of success. I implore you to have the courage to embrace what lies ahead and to enjoy the most thrilling time of your life, seizing every opportunity to leave a footprint where others have not, and leaving a legacy making humanity better and kinder. Congratulations, class of 2022. Can't wait to see what the future holds for you. And now I have two awards I would like to present to two of our students, the Superintendent Award. I'm going to ask Dr. Gonzalez to join me. Okay. I'm going to call up Nicolette Safuto. Nicolette. And this is the Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence. Nicolette. And also Noah Numi, wherever you are, please start coming to the stage. Okay. Nathaniel Clark. Nathaniel, in recognition of your dedication and hard work to earn this award for the most improved student, June 24, 2022.
Thank you.
And Mario Davis, and he is a student of the Sundown program. Mario. Is he wearing my jacket? Okay. Mario, in recognition of your dedication and hard work to earn this award for the most improved student, June 24, 2022. Congratulations. Mario. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Bennett Conroy. It is my privilege to introduce our valedictorian, Noha Numi. Noha and her family came to the United States 8 years ago in 2014, and she and her family since then have worked to integrate and establish themselves within the Mount Vernon community. Noha is a gifted artist. She found space in her art through anime, through portraits, abstract pieces. These dance around her sketchbook in response to her many moods and circumstances. In the art she produces, you will find strength, giggles, beauty, laughter, anger, and fear. Noha has decided that this gift should be an intricate part of her professional future. As an International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidate and a member of the Her Honor Mentorship Program, Noha's maturity and dependability are only matched by her talent. As many young women in her peer group long for the material things of the world, Noha sees herself as a material part of the world. She endeavors to make this world a little better for those she has had the honor to connect with on her journey. Noha will be attending Iona College in the fall, where she will study cognitive behavioral therapy with a concentration in art therapy. Mount Vernon High School, your valedictorian, Noha Numi.
Good morning to all the members of the staff, family, friends, community, and appreciated graduates. I'm extremely My name is Noha Numi, and I'm extremely honored to be standing in front of you and grateful for the opportunity of being awarded with this title. After all the challenging and dreadful years that we experienced together, we all achieved something that is worth celebrating. I am sure that we all have experienced things that have changed our lives forever, and whether that is good or bad, please take time to appreciate the strength you carried during your past hard times, because us being here today is proof of our resilience and dedication. It is difficult to imagine what my life was like compared to how it has been now. From being a sophomore at the start of the pandemic to a graduating senior in the blink of an eye, I learned how important it is to stay away from regret. We all have made mistakes that we think about daily and situations that we could have improved. But wasting our time thinking about how we could have changed is useless. Instead of regret, think of next time as an opportunity. The one thing I want everyone to take away from this speech is that it is normal to lose motivation. So do not be ashamed to pick up things you once lost, and because anything that has been lost can be found again. Even when the world around us is constantly changing, I find myself dreaming for smaller things. I learned to acknowledge my efforts, and it did not matter if there was any progress, because as long as I tried, I was inspired to stay determined. However, I did not achieve all my accomplishments alone. Thanks to my parents and siblings, I felt support and encouragement in all my decisions. I know that I might not have been expressing my gratitude enough because it is impossible to repay them for everything they have done for me. Every day was easier because I am reminded of the people who are constantly rooting for me and keeping me in their prayers. I hope that I made you proud today because you are the reason that I'm here. I also want to take a moment to talk about the person who is most important to me. Arriving today in the morning after 2,334 miles just to see me graduate is my best friend. She is the person I could not stop talking about. She is the most selfless and genuine person that I know. The things that I learned about the world and myself are with me because of her. When I was writing this, I completely lost thought of what I wanted to say to her because there is so much to include. So to put it simply, I want to thank her for making my life bearable and worth living. You are the reason I want to wake up every day and have something to look forward to. Thank you for being my guardian angel and for making me a better person. I also want to take a moment to appreciate everyone for coming here today, and remember that your grades do not define you. And also thank you to Ms. Williams. You're the reason that I recommend Mount Vernon High School to everyone. Thank you. Before I leave, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022 once again, and thank you to everyone for your amazing presence. Last but not least, I would now like to introduce Mr. Richard Thomas, former mayor of Mount Vernon. Thank you.
Good morning. I know it's hot. I'm going to be quick, I promise. Thank you, Superintendent Bennett Conroy, school board members, staff, teachers, and rising graduates. My name is Rich Thomas, former mayor of Mount Vernon, alumni of Mount Vernon High School, proud to be here. I was in those seats not too many years ago, anxious, excited, nervous, confused, and almost didn't walk the stage because of a cap and gown issue, but thankfully to one of my teachers, I was able to make that possible and enjoy this moment the way you are about to. There are a couple of things I just want to say to you in this moment. And first is that you matter. Your dreams are real. You made it. Now it's up to you to go make it happen. Your dreams are out there. You just have to go and get them. They're waiting for you. They're not going to come to you. You have to go seize them. And while you embark on this journey to live the life that you imagine, never forget that your parents are more right than wrong. I'm going to say that one more time because I don't think the graduates heard. As you embark on this journey, Never forget that your parents, and I had teachers and administrators, are more right than wrong. And you better celebrate them and thank them for all the hard work and time that they put in to bring you to this point. And parents, they're almost out of your house. Congratulations. Graduates, Google Maps won't direct you to your destiny. Faith will. Follow your heart. Always walk in faith, not by sight. And parents, as they go along their way, encourage them as these young adults. And as you young adults grow, remember to listen to your parents, especially when it comes to finances and time management. The real life lessons are yet to be learned. And the mayor who departed, I guess, made a point, and I don't want to leave out the important lesson about your circle. It's important that you square your circle, because history and scripture teaches that there are situations and people, be it Brutus and Caesar or Judas and Jesus. You have to watch out and learn the lessons of the behaviors and characteristics of people that will try to take advantage of you, set you up and sell you out. Or as Drake put it in Fair Trade, losing friends to find peace. But there's a story that you all are familiar with, and this is why I'm proud to be here, and for you all to have a superintendent that believes in restoring home values back into the school district. There's a story of a young girl, life ahead, promise, potential, and gone in an instant. Life is a gift, and we must treat it as such. And unfortunately this year, we lost a daughter due to violence and bullying. We lost Kayla Green. And her departure shall not be in vain. While I'm here to encourage you, I'm also here to challenge you to get involved. As you go off and come back to give back to your hometown, be a part of the new initiative that the Superintendent, Dr. Bennett Conroy, is launching to create a year-round comprehensive program to counteract bullying in the schools and the streets. It will start with a $500,000 commitment with dozens of nonprofits and businesses, a coalition led by the Jacob and Anita Penza Foundation, stepping up to match the school district's monies for an estimated total of $1 million. And as part of the school district's driven initiative, we're partnering with the Green and Thompson families, along with 138 organizations across Mount Vernon, to make change happen. So your role is to get involved. And here's a quick list of things that you can do right now. One is to support the request in renaming a portion of Prospect Avenue as Kayla's Way. Two is to demand that school resource officers be restored into the schools, especially after Uvalde. And three is to join the discussion to develop the anti-bullying program with the new administration, as the approach is an all of the above strategy, from sports to after-school programs to trips and contests. And the good part is if you're an alumni or a parent of an alumni, you too can still benefit and be the change we need to provide a healthy and safe environment for all of our families. But graduates, today remains your day, your moment, your time. You're ready, you earned it. Now go and get your dreams. Congratulations. Now, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Shaquain Simeon. Shaquain is the embodiment of a knight. He motivates his peers to strive for success in the classroom and outside the classroom walls. He is personable and respectful to all. He is willing to step outside his comfort zone and try new things. This is evident by his success this season on the track team. This school year, Shaquain ran for the Mount Vernon High School track team in the Nationals for both indoor and outdoor season. He is a senior leader, encouraging his peers to have a plan for their future. You can find Shaquain talking to fellow Knights about their grades and encouraging them to excel academically. Shaquain is a kind and respectful young man who seeks to become a responsible citizen of his community. Shaquain, as a focused, humorous, and dedicated student, Shaquain will be attending Nyack College in the fall, where he will continue to run track and study computer science. Everybody, let's welcome Shaquain.
Hi, my name is Shaquain Simeon. I made a short song. I would like to know if I could perform it for y'all. Everyone has a share. We're working all hard, now we all made it here. 3 years ago, man, it really wasn't fair. COVID hit us hard, man, we all wasn't fair. Gotta swear masks, gotta stay there. Man, I've been missing all my peers. Yeah, I've been missing all my peers. Yeah, hey, 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 hey. Virtual class was tough, man, it really wasn't easy. I'm thankful for the teachers who see the best in me. And the cleaning staff who really care for us. Cleaning up the school, man, I know that really tough. This is graduation, now we moving on with life. Things will be tough, but we gon' be alright. Hey, hey. Now we grown up, no we ain't kids, so your hats in the air if you know what you did. Hey, now we grown up, no we ain't kids, throw your hats in the air if you know what you did. Hey, now we grown up, no we ain't kids, throw your hats in the air if you know what you did. Hey, everyone got some hatred in their eyes, let's turn that issue around and put some love in the sky. Hey, everyone got some hatred in their eyes, let's turn that issue around and put some love in the sky. Thank you so much for your time. I would like to introduce Ms. Darcy Miller, Trustee, Mount Vernon City School Board of Education.
Wow. I always seem to follow tough acts here. That was phenomenal. Let's give another round. What a fantastic exemplar of the creativity that resides within all of us in Mount Vernon. I am so proud of all of you, and I'm here on behalf of the Board of Trustees to say, well done. Well done. This has been an unprecedented time, as others have already remarked upon. I'm not going to bore you with that. But the one thing that you can all be sure of that you have, along with doubts, maybe fears, excitement, you have grit. You have gone through stuff that no other students have gone through before. So you need to give yourself some credit right here, right now, today, for the strength that you've exhibited by continuing day after day to put one foot in front of the other, or one click in front of the other, I guess, you know, on your Zoom classes. But I really do applaud you. I have immense respect for you, as does the board, and we wish you incredibly well in whatever your next journey is. I am really honored to introduce your class president. I'm going to read a little bit about Brielle, but I want to give a little advertisement for Mount Vernon Star Scholars, because Brielle is a Mount Vernon Star Scholar, and I'm really proud of her. It's a program that we've been working on in Mount Vernon for 10 years, and I can personally attest to the fact that I have worked with 8 young women from this high school as a mentor, and they have all been successful. They've all been exactly like you, and they've gone to college, and they got jobs, and they're doing really well. They still call, they still have fears, they still have doubts. Can I do this? Am I an imposter? Just remember always that we are here, all of us, this whole community, to support you. So if you ask for help, we will help you. We will help you, we will open doors for you, we will do whatever we can. We've invested in you, and that is not something that goes away today after you graduate. That's a forever thing. So, on to your class president. Brielle embodies the best of Mount Vernon High School and the International Baccalaureate program. She's eclectic, but reserved, and a genuinely curious young woman. She's a leader and a loyal member of any group in which she participates. As a 9th grade student, she demonstrated incredible confidence in the courtroom of the mock trial team. And I was speaking earlier with someone about public speaking. This does take a lot of guts. And just so you know, an inside tip here is that most adults have fear of speaking in public also. So it's not just you, it's all of us. She started out helping others practice for this mock trial team and was hesitant at first to compete, but she grew confident and competed with professionalism and poise when her team needed her. She's a student athlete, a social justice activist, and a scholar. She was awarded 2nd place in the Westchester Business Olympics. She is a student of service and served as senior class president and as a lifeguard at our beautiful new pool. Brielle volunteers her time to support Mount Vernon High School during swim meets and through leading our lifeguarding course. She actively tutors students and goes out of her way to help others. Her kindness shines through in everything she does and gives to others. Brielle will be attending Boston University in the fall, where she will study exercise science. Mount Vernon High School, your senior class president, Brielle Reneth.
Good morning. Today I will be introducing Stefan Elball. Stefan Elball is the Dean of Students at Harvard Law School. In this role, he is responsible for promoting the well-being of students by creating enriching student programming, helping prepare students for the bar application process, connecting students to resources across the school and university, as well as mentoring individual students. He also oversees the major campus events ranging from orientation to commencement. He is the first Black man to hold this role at Harvard Law School in the school's 200-plus year history. He is a New York licensed attorney and began his career as a commercial litigator at a major law firm in New York City. All this before moving to senior roles at AAA Insurance, Airbnb, and Wells Fargo. Proudly born and raised in Metro Detroit, Stephen holds a BA in political science and a Master of Public Policy from the University of Michigan. He earned his JD from Harvard Law School. A past resident of Mount Vernon, Stephen sits on the board of directors of Mount Vernon Star Scholars and has mentored several high school students from the Mount Vernon community. He has helped these students gain admission to selected schools, including Columbia University, Fordham, and Drew University. In addition, Stephen has written about his experiences mentoring in Mount Vernon in a 2-part piece. The stories are available in Harvard Magazine, Literature Magazine. Please welcome Stefan Elball.
Right. morning. Good morning. We can do a little better than that. I know it's hot and everything, but good morning. Good morning. So I gotta say, it feels so good to be here in Mount Vernon on this beautiful Friday. I was up in Cambridge all week, and then I flew back last night, and I was just so excited to come back for this. So thank you for that warm introduction, Brielle, and thank you to Superintendent Bennett Conroy, Mayor Patterson Howard, who I know had to take off a little early, School Board President Saunders, the Board of Trustees, County Executive Latimer, and of course the school staff and administration and teachers. It's really an honor for me to be here for the 144th commencement here at Mount Vernon High, and to speak to this extremely special class. So, and I gotta start this off, and maybe this is, just me being a little, doing a little plug for our education profession, but I gotta say, as someone who works in the field and just had to go through this at Harvard with our own class, let's give a big hand to the staff and the administration, the teachers here, for pulling all this together. I mean, it's a big job. People don't realize how much goes into this, and I think you all have done a phenomenal job, so kudos to you. I'd also like to, of course, acknowledge the people who are the real reason that we're here today, so the brilliant, accomplished class of 2022. Congrats to all the grads. You all look so nice in your caps and gowns with all the creativity. And I just have to say I'm so proud of you. And it's humbling because I know the greatness that's here, and I know you're all going to do great things. And I also know it's hot, so I will try to keep things brief. But lastly, before I really go in, want to acknowledge the other folks that made all this possible, which is the parents and loved ones. We wouldn't be here without you all, literally, in more ways than one. So let's give the parents and loved ones a hand. Everybody. All right. So graduation is a unique time of intersection. All at once, it allows us to celebrate where we've been, where we are now, and where we hope to go. And this is especially true today because even as we celebrate this wonderful class's achievements, from the remarks I've heard and from what I know about the community, many of us find ourselves with heavy hearts following the events of the past couple years, the past school year, and the past couple months. We've seen mass shooting after mass shooting across the country. We've seen turmoil in Washington, in our local community here, and it leaves many of us wondering how we might prevent similar outcomes in the future. I have to say that all these things are powerful reminders of the complex challenges facing our country and our world. And these are challenges which you, the class of 2022, will be called upon to address. We need all the help we can get to secure a better future. So for today, I'd like to really, I know it's hot, but I'd like to focus on 3 messages to the class of 2022, and I hope these are useful to you. And I found just from listening to the other speakers that it's some of the same themes that you've heard, so I'm reinforcing what they said, but I'm adding a couple new wrinkles of my own. So the first message is to dream big. And I want to say that again, dream big. It sounds easy in theory. Everyone says that, as you're growing up, oh, dream big, you can do everything, rah, rah. I'm sure you've heard it before. So it sounds easy, but it's often much harder to do in practice. Many of us start out our early childhood with big dreams. I remember I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was growing up. But when it comes to living according to those dreams and having them shape our conceptions of what's possible for our lives beyond high school, we suddenly struggle. I didn't become that paleontologist. I guess it's not too late, but it didn't work out for me. But part of it is we get caught up in worrying about the things or the people that we think are hurdles to our dreams. And in doing so, we end up limiting ourselves. Now, I'd like to pause here and say that even as I share this message, I'm not saying I'm any better. I've had that same struggle. This is not some holier than thou kind of thing. From 6th grade through the end of high school, I kept a daily journal. And in it, I did write that I dreamed of going to Harvard Law School and living in New York City, which are both things I eventually accomplished. But for me, that was a big dream because I grew up in the Detroit area, about 500 miles from here, and actually in a community pretty similar to Mount Vernon. Now, I heard the J. Cole reference earlier, so some of you might be familiar with other Detroit natives like Big Sean or Jalen Rose, Eminem, T. Grizzly, a little closer in age to you guys, so T. Grizzly, Dej Loaf, or if you even know of Ford, GM, Chrysler, Little Caesars Pizza, and of course the most famous Detroit native we have here, Principal Gonzalez. So anyway, there I was, growing up in a community similar to Mount Vernon, starting off with big dreams, but there were so many instances where those around me, and even my own internal self-doubt, tried to work against those big dreams. You know, I know we have such great supportive teachers here at Mount Vernon High, but when I was in high school, there was a teacher whose class I did well in, once told my parents that despite their big expectations for me, as he thought about my future, he didn't really foresee me accomplishing much. You know, so that was a teacher, right? And then I had classmates as well. So I had classmates who said because I was studious and wanted to achieve high, like the great students we've seen here, you know, that was acting white, and that behavior was not consistent with being black and not being part of our community. So not the right message, but something I had to push against. And even though I'd been blessed to grow up around some examples of black excellence in my family, my community, and beyond, inside I still really struggled to believe I could attain the dreams I had. I imagined going to college with students from wealthier areas, and I wondered if I could truly measure up. If I, as just a regular kid whose parents didn't have four-year college degrees, truly belonged in some of the same spaces. Even when I was at Harvard Law School, I wondered whether I belonged. I actually remember emailing a professor, a college professor, back when I was in high school, and asking him about his experience at that school, and really pouring out my own insecurities and asking him how he made it. And then he never responded. And even though that wasn't shocking looking back, a lot of times you send emails to people and they don't respond, I remember how that made me feel, and it reinforced the uncertainty that I had about my dreams. I said, look, if this professor won't even respond, how the heck can I belong in that kind of environment? So when I think back on that now, I realize that it's part of what inspires me in the work I do at Harvard and beyond, and why conversations like this one today are so important. I want you students to believe in yourselves and not get caught up in the imaginary hurdles and self-doubt. And dreaming big is what we need from you guys, as I said, more than ever, given the challenges facing our community. We see wealth gaps and inequity, employment gaps, gaps in access to health care and other areas, discrimination against the Latino community, as many come to our country to escape harsh conditions in other places, violence against the Asian community. Class of 2022, we need you to dream big to solve these issues. But that's just a few pieces of the puzzle. Climate change threatens our planet and our well-being in many different ways. We hear daily about the impacts on people and animals across the world, but there's a danger to black and brown communities especially. And so we need you to dream big and help restore our planet. We owe it to ourselves and those who will follow us. And there's more though. This spring we saw heartbreaking images of the war in Ukraine, famine in Ethiopia, again the gun violence across our country. We need you to dream big and help preserve peace across our globe. We can have a future with more harmony with Class of 2022 leading us there. And lastly on this point, we heard before, as the country recovers from a devastating pandemic, a health crisis that's impacted literally all of us here, Class of 2022, we need you to dream big in implementing the lessons from the last 2 years. And that can mean a whole range of things, whether it's spreading awareness about wellness, self-care, the value of time with loved ones, the need to remedy healthcare disparities, all that. we all had our own experience and lessons that we took away as we navigated the pandemic. And remembering those lessons will help us prevent the same challenges the next time we encounter something similar. So class of 2022, we're counting on you to help us do that. I got two more points, and I'm done. This is for the grads, y'all. I'm trying to say it for the grads. I'm trying to inspire them, okay? The second message for our graduates is to combine your passions with your talents and find a way to serve. Now, as I look out into the crowd, I have no doubt that we have a variety of talented, creative people here. You all are going to do great things, as we've heard. We have future doctors, nurses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, government leaders, all these things. Part of the challenge in life is converting your talents and passions and finding a way to serve others. It enriches not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. So in my life, I've tried to do that in several ways. The first way is when I live here in Mount Vernon, volunteering in the community to help students like you, to help them navigate the college process, to help them achieve their dreams no matter what they were. And it was extremely, extremely satisfying. The position I have today at Harvard Law, I would not have gotten there without my time here in Mount Vernon and this community here lifting me up and allowing me to be part of it, which is why I wanted to come back here today and why I felt it was so important. So I say that to say, combine your talents, passions, and find a way to help others serve. I'm fast forwarding. Now, as we think about the third piece of today's message, again, I thank you for your attention. I can see the grads, the wheels turning in their minds. The last part of my message is that challenges will come, like this right now, because I'm challenged trying to get through the speech. Challenges will come, but you must push through. You know, when I was growing up, I was pretty active in the church, and one of the sermons my pastor gave was called Contrary Winds. And the theme, it was about a ship that encountered some strong winds and was going to make the ship capsize, but the ship pushed through. And I think of that as a metaphor for life. Each of us, we're all going to encounter difficulties in our lives. Trials that test our bodies, our minds, our spirit, the things we believe in, everything. But we have to push through. And I say that from my own experience. I won't go through it because I know time is limited. But believe me, I've had challenges where I've had to push through. The biggest was actually losing a son a couple years ago. And I remember how I wanted to give up on life and how difficult that was, but I still pushed through.
Hell yeah.
So class of 2022, I gotta say, you've already heard this message because you've pushed through. You faced a period of unprecedented hostility toward diverse communities like the one we have here today, one that culminated in an attack on the Capitol, and you still pushed through. You navigated a 100-year pandemic that nearly brought the whole world to a standstill, and you pushed through. You had uncertainty about school, you had virtual classes, you pushed through. And when your boys' basketball team faced challenges, they for sure pushed through and won a championship. So as I prepare to close class of 2022, I'd like you and everyone else here to help me out. I'm going to read some statements, and when I finish reading it, hold on. When I read the statement, I want you to say, I will push through, okay? All right? Help me out here, everybody. Say, I will push through, all right? Through contrary winds.
I will push through.
When the work never ends.
I will push through.
When the road gets tough.
I will push through.
When what I have to get there doesn't seem to be enough.
I will push through.
When people tell me that I can't.
I will push through.
When a number of people who've done it who look like me is scant.
I will push through.
When getting there takes a strong fight.
I will push through.
When I feel like I've already fought with all my might.
I will push through.
When they tell me don't dream big, dream small.
I will push through.
When they tell me don't follow your talents and passions and serve others at all.
I will push through.
When they say what I want to do can't be done.
I will push through.
When they say as far as extra seats at the table, there are none.
I will push through.
When the fire inside feels like it's almost stopped burning.
I will push through.
And when they say we never had any people here from Mount Vernon.
I will push through.
Through good and bad weather.
I will push through.
One more time, everybody together.
I will push through.
When you're not sure whether to give it a shot.
I will push through.
And when you're sitting outside for your graduation and it's hot.
I will push through.
Thank you.
All right, this time we would like to start honoring our graduates, and this one is underway. All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for, the certification of graduates. Acting Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Bennett Conroy, presents you the candidates for the class of 2022. You can please stand.
Principal Gonzalez, is it your assurance that the students standing before me today have satisfied all requirements to complete their high school education in accordance with the New York State Department of Education high school graduation requirements?
Yes, Dr. Bennett Conroy, I affirm and assure you that they have met all New York State graduation requirements.
Then, by the power invested in me by the State of New York Department of Education, I present you to our trustees. We'll have one trustee here, Darcy Miller. I present to you the Mount Vernon High School graduation class of 2022. Graduates, you may officially switch your tassels.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to start with the National Honor Society. If I could please have my National Honor Society members come forward to the stairwell, we'll begin the calling of names. Our valedictorian, Noha Numi. Our salutatorian, Nicolette Zafuto. Jabari Barif. Prala Calixto. Cruz Navas, Michaela Dwar, Dana Duffus, Brenda Flores,
Ashanti McCleary. Deanna Poe. Tony-Ann Rattray. Brielle Rennis. Azariah Robinson. I'm sorry. Jada Robinson. And now I would like to introduce Ms. Rochelle King, who will call our life skills graduates.
Good morning, parents. For our ACE graduates, our first ACE graduate is Emmanuel Asumani Weha.
Great job.
Our next graduate is Gary Grant Sanders. Our next graduate is James Hunt. Our next graduate is Jaden Perry.
Shania Black. And if you go walk, it's 2107. I don't know. You don't know.
Our next graduate is Kanae Poteet.
Starting on the right. Good. Perfect.
Our next graduate is Dasani Wareham. Our next graduate is Kayla Williams. We would also like to congratulate Kayla with a kudos for her perseverance. And our last but not least graduate is Miss Anna Zanetti. Our next group of candidates will be presented by Miss Caldwell.
Hello, everyone. Our graduate is Cowan Kamete. Alma Cruz. Raquela Ferguson. Shamari Gallimore. Christian Hernandez. Geraldine Isaac. Noah Ismail. Randy Maldonado. Casey Mills. Ali Muhammad. Emily Narajo. Mia Rincon. Rasheen Simmons. Damani Stanley. Damarley Taylor. Charity Veal. Nichelle Fannis. Andy Gass. Sydney House. Jamal Jenkins. DeAndre Lawson. Chris Robin. Nathaniel Minot. Micaiah Sane. Kendra Smith. Leon Simon Jr. Brandon Sinclair. Demetria Sparks. Brendan Smith. Valerie Santana. Rachel Santana. Nicholas White. Now our Dr. Gabaton. Sanaya Boone. Mario Davis. Siobhan Frater. John Johnson. Watney Neal. Wani Harley. Shaquain Simeon. Shaquain Simeon. Denasia Ferguson. Wendis Miller. Dante Ramsey. Sunshine Webb. Eric Woodson. Dilana Aquino. Paola Agueno. Shania Black. Isaac Bryant. Malachi Cayenne. Laquan Davenport. Tanaya Gause. Denasia Gonzalez. Aliyah Guignon. Jaquel Hancock. Jennifer Jimenez. Kyle Mitchell. Carlos Rodriguez. Ariana Reed. Damian Samuels. Ashley Morales Pino. Zayla Norman. Janaya Terry. Miss Sales is coming up next.
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to say much or anything, but if you take a photo, I
We have one more of Mrs. Green's student, Shanice Tennant. At this time, I will be calling my students Heavenly Calzada, Nathaniel Clark, Naveed Isahak, Valentina Dos Santos, Dejanay Forbes, Nitasia Witcher, Chloe Havercombe, Priscilla Mendez, Aaliyah Quelch. Alvicia Quelch. Paola Quintalia Galdamez. Javier Rainford. Justin Robinson. Johan Rodriguez. Deshaun Rutherford. Elijah Sapp. Samaya Scott. Bryce Sutton. Adriani Torres. Christine Watson. Corasia Watson. Tavon White. Grismeldi Pachado Burgos. Raylan Whitehead. Kayla Williams. And last but certainly not least, Michelle Sia.
Hello, I'm Ms. Trombetta, and I'll be calling my students who are graduating. Leticia Errol. Shania Olsen. Jaden Olsen. Sergio Avilas Quintanilla. Manny Barker. One of Miss Fuller's kids, Vanessa Dorset. Kristen Beckford. Paul Batozzi. Patrice Brailsford. Tamisha Dowd. Ashanti Edwards. Abel Espinal. Kamani Freckleton. Tristan George. Amani James. Trishana Tomlinson. Rodney. Jamila Roberts. Ryan Rodriguez. Giselle Reyes. Tanae Reynolds. Siobhan Lewis. Joshua Rommel. Leslie Ramirez Perez. Solange Placencia. Amia Williams. Chris Neal. Olades Ramirez Martinez. Denasia May. Isaiah Lee Osborne. Michelle Wemmy. Colin Levi. Amiri O'Neill. Janaya Loden. Omar Kajera. Troy Kelly. Alexandria Jones. Zoniel Johnson. Jair Johnson. Dylan Jacob Johnson. Gigi Herring. Courtney Harris. Arian McIntosh. Antoine McIntosh. Akeem McKenzie. Jasmine Vaquera Huerta. Malaysia Williams. Joshin Muldrow Witcher. And last but not least, Ronisha Blair.
Good morning, Mount Vernon family. My name is Mr. Wade. I have the pleasure of announcing the following graduates of Mount Vernon High School, class of 2022. Briseis Abreu. Jamal Aska. Jamali Aska, Jr. Jasir Barnes. Anisha Bennett. Kyrisha Bryan. You got it? Catherine Bueno Reyes. Tyshawn Chung. Dylan Cole. Kaiser Cruikshank. Evan Cunningham. Denzel Campbell. Kaya Baker. Asia Ellington. Juan Ferreira. Gail Flannery. Yassine Floyd. Antoinette Francis. Evelyn Franco. Chris Michael Garrett. Dante Golding. Rushawn Greenwood. Joshua Gray. Benjamin Hall. Omari Hart. Jade Hazlett. Morris Maitland. Kiana McMillan. Kayla Mitchell. Josiah Ritnow. Thank you. And Ms. Williams will be next.
Good afternoon again to my first graduate, Miss Faith Huey. And now for my International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates, Jocelyn Van Buena and Rebecca Valario. Paris Bailey.
Congrats, my boy.
Sheila Bastida. Ixamil Blaine Dwyer.
I'm over there sitting down, I don't know, man.
Jalen Primus. DeAndre Consamble. Sidon King.
All the best, man.
Kofi McCarthy. Ikra Taylor.
All the best.
Charles Daniels.
Let me take a picture with you. Yeah, sure. Take off the glasses.
Ferran Jabbar. Karishma Joseph. Kevin Thompson. Jennifer Lindsay. Oscar Luna. Kevon Lindsay. Davina Lindo. Shania Malcolm. Jada Murphy.
Okay, Mama, the break? Okay with the break?